Order. Arms. Be comfortable.
Works for me. Now.
Yeah, so I got a few minutes. So
Yeah, you got another one on the way.
yes. In 1916 to 1918, 198 veterans from Ayer, Shirley area volunteered to serve in the United States Army for World War I. A short time later, they left to go aboard ship to France to serve. At this time, in 1980, on the 11th day of the 11th hour of the 11th minute of November 11th, the armistice was signed and the war was declared over. Will the chaplain please speak, and please remove your hats.
O God of hosts, we bow our heads in thankfulness for the victories thou hast granted us, to us and those people who have united with us to stamp out the evils of aggression, intolerance, and greed. We beseech thee to bring the blessings of understanding to the families and friends in this and other lands of those who have given their lives, that men may be free. Grant, O God, that those closest to the fallen may mingle the pain of their losses with the ennobling light of sacrifice for civilization, sacrifice for a world, for this and other generations yet unborn. Grant us too, O God, the courage to so live with the family of nations around the world that the end of strife will be the beginning of enduring peace. Grant us patience in planning with our fellow men and women a world in which nations may resolve their differences by peaceful means. Touch thou the souls of people in every land with the enduring light of wisdom, so they may form a brotherhood which will strive to further the acts of peace under laws and ethics blessed by thy love. Grant us now thy continued blessing upon unity and strength that makes victories possible in war, that we may win greater victories of peace. Amen.
Order. On this day, Veterans Day, we are commemorating the service of veterans of all wars. We remember how men and women set aside their civilian pursuits to serve their nation's cause, to defend the freedom of mankind and preserve our precious American heritage. We believe in our strength, and on the field of battle, on the supply lines which nourish us, our armed might, lay us in justice of our cause against the forces of evil. We believe in our determination that has made us better warriors because we fought with our minds, in our hearts, and as well as our bodies. We recognize the service to our country, and her cause does not end with the termination of military service. We continue our endeavor in behalf of the honorable world peace with a feeling of profound gratitude to God and the men and women who gave their lives as their own part of the cost of the noblest causes. Out of blood and sweat, we learned our purpose: sacrifice, tolerance, bravery, and discipline. These are solid foundation stones upon which a great nation is built. In our continuing quest for a noble world peace, we must cultivate these values.
Courage is one of the virtues born of war, the courage of individuals in the face of danger, and the courage of nations to protect the weak and punish the aggressor. There is bravery to be shown in peace as well. May we recapture the courage which turned the wilderness into cities, that bound men together under government. We can turn slums into comfortable homes, turn uncertainty into certainty. We can reach new heights of civilization and opportunity for the men and women of this nation if we have the courage to expect and work for a better way of life. There can be romance in this challenge also. The bravery that fights for political, social, economic, and spiritual gains may be more difficult to practice, may be unsung when achieved, but it is all the more worth striving for.
War was taught us a lesson of obedience to command. The game is more than the player, and the ship is more than the crew. There is a greatness of discipline we must now pursue if we are to preserve this virtue of obedience in our quest for the honorable world peace that is obedient to the laws we ourselves make, the voluntary discipline of citizenship. Under our system of government, we may change the laws by the majority rule. We may persuade our neighbors to new theories or new courses. We may advocate in free elections the choice of veterans or plans. As good citizens, we follow the choice of the majority, whether that choice be the individuals or not. This is the virtue of discipline, which must be ours in peace. This is the lesson we must learn at home, in the schools, on the playing fields, in the organizations, in the community, and in the nation. This is the lesson of voluntary obedience to the decisions of the majority. We must not be unmindful either of the conclusions of other people with whom we have joined in the quest for an honorable world peace. This is the highest order of discipline. As commander of the American Legion, in time of peace, we can use the ennobling virtues of war and put these behind us in its ugliness and suffering. In peace, we shall go forward together to scale new heights of achievement and unity of purpose, in sacrifice of the common good, in tolerance for those of different faiths and creeds, in bravery to fight for the social and economic gains, and in the discipline of good citizenship. We shall move forward in the sight of God as a strong nation in a peaceful world. On behalf of the Ayer American Legion Post 139, we thank you for coming out and honoring our veterans. Amen. Dismiss.